Just so happy to not be alone anymore on Mother's Day. So now I'm really excited to share more about all of us adults, and you can hear a little bit about our story. Thanks for being here.
Hi, my name is Marissa, and my mom's name is Terry Luana. I'm from Dartmouth, Massachusetts. One of my favorite memories of her and me is having dance parties in my room. I was so young and we were having so much fun. She had a blog called Graceful Woman Warrior, which we made into a book. And she always said to live life to the fullest, which is the main idea of the book.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra and I live here in Boston, and I hope it's okay that I'm filming from my bathroom. I am a hairstylist, so this is where I film all of my tutorials, so it's where I'm the most comfortable talking to the camera. And I am so sorry that it is the huge loss that we have all experienced that is bringing us together, but I'm also so glad that I found empowerHER and can connect with all of you here this weekend. I lost my mom when I was 23, and I lost her to ovarian cancer. And you know, it's interesting because from diagnosis to death, it was only 3 weeks. So in a lot of ways, I feel like I connect more to a trauma loss because she really wasn't even given the chance to fight. She was just such a bright light in my life and the lives of so many, and so it was just such a massive loss. So I even, you know, being 23 and having had the benefit of having had her in my life for that many years, still struggled, you know, and will continue to, honestly. But knowing what I went through at that age, and then knowing all the different challenges that young women experience at all different ages, is really what made me want to get involved with empowerHER when I found out about the organization last year. And I'm patiently awaiting a mentee, and I hope to get one soon, because I think that it's just such an important role. So I look forward to playing that role soon, hopefully. And Mother's Day is tough, you know. I think that it brings up a lot of emotions, sometimes anger, sometimes sadness. And for me, one of the things it brings up is the fact that it's not just one day. You know, I miss my mom every day of the year, and I don't need a day, one day, to remind me of that. Her presence is felt every day. And so all of those emotions are all okay, really. And the takeaway I think that I can have, and that we can all have, is that we can use that to really tell all the people in our lives that we love every day, that we love them. So I'm holding you all in my heart today and every day, and just know that whatever you're feeling, it's okay, and we're all here together to get through together. So sending you big love.
Hi there, my name's Ayla Grassi. I'm 27 years old and I live in South Boston, Massachusetts. I have been involved with empowerHER now for 4 years. I originally found them through social media and was like, I need to get involved. This organization seemed so amazing and it's exceeded all the expectations I had. Just want to say how thankful and grateful I am to be here with all of you today, and, you know, to share a little bit about my story. I got involved with empowerHER about 1.5 years after I lost my mom. I was 21 years old after my mom passed. I was 21 years old when my mom passed after a long battle with breast cancer. And everything about the mission just spoke to me. Then about 18 months after my mom had passed, my dad had a heart attack and passed suddenly. So I had two really, really big losses, and I'm an only child, so there was a lot of other things that came along with it, like selling my house and figuring out a lot of different things. And, you know, I look back, my mom having passed 6 years ago, and I'm like, wow, you did it. You know, you're here, you got through all of it, and I've only come out stronger than I ever imagined possible. And if there's one thing there's many things I could say, but if there's a few things I could touch upon, it's and feelings that I'm really feeling today and that I've felt the past few years is, one, a little bit anxious. Anxiety, I feel like, is this stage of grief that no one really talks about, but it's definitely there. And it's so important to talk to people, whether that be friends, family, a therapist. And the great thing about empowerHER is you now have this community to be with girls who have also experienced this truly impossible feeling of loss at times, and use your connections, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to tell people your story, tell people your mom's story. You know, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. That was one of my mom's favorite quotes, and it's so true, because the grieving never goes away. You just learn how to deal with it. So with that, again, thank you for being here today, and I hope you all have a great Mother's Day.
Hi guys, I'm Shannon Abbott. I'm 14 years old and I live in Winthrop, Massachusetts. Some things I love to do in my free time are spend time with my family, my friends, and do anything outdoors. I lost my mom to breast cancer when I was 5 years old. Although we didn't get all the time that we needed, we still got 5 years to make some amazing memories. During that time, we spent a lot of time at our lake house. It's some of my favorite memories, and it was her happy place, and it is now mine. empowerHER means so much to me. I will forever be grateful for the opportunity to be a part of such a strong and powerful group of girls. I joined about 3 years ago, and I was very nervous to start, but now I don't know what I would do without them. They are the kindest and most welcoming people I've ever met.
Hey, I'm Kelsey Archambault. I currently live in Los Angeles, California, right by the beach, and I grew up just north of Boston, where my family still all lives. I lost my mom when I was 19 to breast cancer. It was the summer of my freshman year in college, and we had just celebrated her 51st birthday. Like many of you girls, my mom was my best friend, my biggest supporter, and I miss her dearly. It was difficult growing up, it still is as an adult, missing my mom. I grew up in a pretty close-knit family. My aunts, my uncles, my cousins, they all live right down the street, and I have an older brother. We were pretty active kids, always traveling, always in sports, pretty active, and always outdoors in the summertime. I found empowerHER last year through social media. So someone from my hometown had shared a post, and I was excited to jump right in. I think I found it right before COVID, so I joined right in this virtual world. And my favorite parts about it is I have a mentee. I was matched with her, and she actually lives in Texas. So I haven't met her in person yet, and hoping to soon. And we jump on Zoom or FaceTime and meet monthly, and I learned so much from her. And I think the broader community has brought so much joy in meeting this past year while we're all virtual. Mother's Day to me, what does it mean? It can be tough for sure, but I think for me, with it being the beginning of spring, it's my favorite season. I think it was my mom's too. It brings life. It's a chance for me to thank all the other strong women in my life. So my grandmother, my aunts, my mom's best friends, they have done so much for me over the years, and it's a time for me to just say thank you to them and appreciate them for helping grow me. There's moments of longing. There's times where I'm just so frustrated seeing other girls and their moms, and I just want to hug my mom and tell her. But I think through thanking others, it's a way to communicate to my mom too. I know she's watching, and I think she knows, you know, I appreciate her too. So it's okay to feel those feelings, and it's okay to encourage your friends, hey, go hug your mom today, and to share that so that they can have that appreciation in person. I look forward to connecting with you girls this weekend if we haven't connected already, and I look forward to the rest of the workshops. See you this weekend. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Dallas Vargas. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I am 28. I lost my mom when I was 17 years old, so it's been 11 plus years. I got involved with empowerHER last year. I was just kind of like looking through Instagram for grief resources because why not? And I found empowerHER, and I just like immediately reached out and asked how to get involved. Like I said, I lost my mom when I was 17. I was born on Mother's Day, so every year there's like this added disappointment around Mother's Day, because my mom would always tell me that it was our day, and my brother was also born on Father's Day, so that's like a fun little tidbit about my family. And so like I feel on Mother's Day, I think a lot of frustration and anger and resentment sometimes, and I feel that toward almost everyone. I feel it toward the people who can celebrate their moms. I feel it toward the people who don't reach out to me and see how I'm doing. I feel it toward the people who try to tell me that they understand the loss when they don't. And I feel it a little bit toward my brother too, because he still has that kind of special connection with my father that I no longer have with my mother that I had before. And, you know, I think my biggest takeaway from my 11 Mother's Days without my mom is, you know, whatever it is you're feeling, whether it's anger, whether it's frustration, whether it's sadness, even if it's joy and happiness, it's okay. And I think the most important thing to do is just to allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. And the more you allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, the less judgment I think comes from within. Just letting yourself be angry, letting yourself be happy, letting yourself be sad without feeling guilty about it. I think that's super important. And I think that I struggled with so many Mother's Days because I didn't let myself feel what I needed to feel that day. And I kind of just put a smile on and pretended I was okay. And that didn't serve me in really any way, shape, or form. So I think that's my biggest advice. Just whatever you're feeling is okay. It's all valid. You have every reason to feel the way that you're feeling. And, you know, do whatever you need to do to get through the day, and try not to feel guilty about it. Try not to judge yourself for doing what you need to do, because it's a hard day, and whatever you need to do is okay, and whatever you're feeling is okay. I wish we were all in person so I could wrap you all in one like giant dead mom hug, but hopefully next year we'll all be in person again. And if that's the case, I look forward to hopefully meeting you all in person.
My name is Lena. I'm 21 years old. I'm a sophomore in college, and I go to Naugatuck Valley Community College in Connecticut. I'm studying human services / pre-social work. I got involved with empowerHER when I was 20 years old in 2020. I wanted to get involved with empowerHER because a family friend of mine named Mrs. Dubois told me about it. I've never experienced a loss as big as this before. I also never even knew that girls like me could experience the exact same thing. My mother passed away when I was a junior in high school. I was 17 years old at the time, and she was 44 years old when she passed away. She passed away due to glioblastoma brain cancer. The cancer came in 2015, then it disappeared for a little bit in 2016, but it came back in 2017. Before joining empowerHER, I've had family and friends who have lost their parents before, but I never got the chance to meet anyone whose moms have died. If I were to give advice to a young girl who lost her mother, I would say to just take it one day at a time, because that's how I'm able to cope thing I would say is to always express how you feel, because when I was younger, I had a hard time opening up to my family. Losing a parent at a young age could be very difficult because they miss the milestones that are important in your life. My friendships at empowerHER are very important to me. I text them a lot and we talk on the phone sometimes. If I didn't have empowerHER in my life at all, my life would be very different because I never would have met girls like me who was experiencing the same thing. With empowerHER, it's nice to talk about the topic of loss and learn about each other, but it's also not, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. It's up to you. With family and friends and talking about loss can be very difficult. I met Kara at the empowerHER event in 2020, which was yoga. My favorite memory would be when the girls and I made bracelets and had snacks and did yoga, and yoga was very helpful. Kara is very nice and she gave really good advice. You guys will be brave and you guys will get through it.
Hi, my name is Abby. I grew up in Cohasset, Massachusetts, and I currently work as a nurse and live in Boston. So I first heard of empowerHER about a year and a half ago when I moved back to Boston. A family friend told me about it, and I instantly knew that it was something that I wanted to get involved in. When I was 8 years old, my mom had a brain aneurysm, and that caused her to have a bleed in her brain, a form of a stroke, and she was never again the same person. So she had to go live in a home in New Hampshire and get 24-hour care, a home for adults with brain injuries. And she didn't remember who anyone was. She didn't walk or eat on her own without assistance, and she was really just never, a functioning adult ever again until she passed away when I was 20 years old. I really grew up my whole life with just my dad, and my dad was my primary parent. My mom was, sick and living 2 hours away from us and not able to care for my brother and I, and we would go up and visit my mom maybe, once a month. But I really never met anyone growing up who had lost a parent, who had a sick parent, or even who had parents who were divorced. It wasn't until I got to college that I met a friend whose mom had passed away, and I felt so much relief in that. And talking to her was like the best form of therapy that I could ever get, because I finally met someone who had gone through all the same things that I had felt all the same things that I had that I didn't even really know how to put into words until I met her. And so when I was in college, I got involved in Camp Kesem, which I'm sure some of you do. It's a camp for kids whose parents have or have had cancer in the past. And although my mom's illness wasn't cancer, I met all of these counselors who had pretty similar experiences as I had with a sick parent growing up, and being able to provide support for these kids was honestly a great therapy for me, and it allowed me to really come full circle and understand how I felt and really process it in a better way. So when I heard about empowerHER, I knew I wanted to get involved just to be able to show girls that, you can still achieve your dreams, you can still have a fulfilling life, you can still have a happy life without your mom, even though that seems impossible when you're first grieving. So I'm so happy to be involved, and I hope to meet a lot of you soon.
Hi ladies, my name is Molly Moran. I'm from Walpole, Mass. I lost my mom when I was 21 to breast cancer. I have found empowerHER actually through my cousin, who went to a fundraiser for empowerHER and thought that I would love it. She was completely correct. So I've been volunteering for the past 4 years with empowerHER and absolutely loving it. I love the community that it gives to everyone here on this call and everyone who's involved with empowerHER. I love how you make girls feel not alone, and they know they're not alone in any of their grief. And also the strong, amazing women that are part of this organization. An obstacle that I found through my grief, pretty much through my entire 20s, was trying to find who I was and where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. I found it really difficult to kind of deal with my grief while dealing with my family's grief at the same time, and especially since everyone grieves differently. But I eventually found and realized what I needed to find was my passion, what what made me happy, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, even if it didn't go ahead with the normal things that people thought. So I want to tell you girls, just do what makes you happy. Find your passion, whether it's family, volunteering, work, adventure, anything like that. Find your passion, find what makes you happy, and go ahead and do it, because that's what you need with life. You need to find something that you're gonna be happy about, that gives you the strength. I also found it through my mom, different things that she might have liked. I tried them and realized that that was something that I was also passionate about. So thank you everyone for being here. You're not alone, and this is a great community and a great organization to be involved with.
Hi, my name is Maggie Lynch, and I'm an empowerHER volunteer from Somerville, Massachusetts. I lost my mother, Lorraine, when I was 11 years old to leukemia. It's a type of blood cancer. I now work each and every day at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society to make sure that others don't have to go through what my mom and what my family has been through. I learned about empowerHER through a volunteer of mine, and I'm so grateful that he told me about this organization, because this past year and a half, being involved has meant the world to me. 20 years later, it still hurts. It's still tough missing my mom. But with a community like this, and being part of something, and being able to share this experience with each and one of you has meant so much to me. And I'm so grateful to be here with all of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kerman. I live in New York. I grew up outside of Boston, and I'm 35. I lost my mom to multiple sclerosis when I was 24, but my mom actually got sick when I was a toddler, and she was unable to communicate from when I was about 9 years old. So I feel like I lost my mom when I was actually like 9. I got involved with empowerHER for several reasons, but one of the main ones is that I wanted to be able to connect with young girls who have gone through a loss that I have gone through, and I want to be able to share and help them see that they can have both a happy, beautiful, fulfilling life while at the same time carrying their loss and honoring and remembering their mom every day, and that those two things can happen at the same time. I have faced several obstacles in dealing with this loss. One of the main ones is just the feeling that I never got to know my mom and never got to have an adult relationship with her, because I was so young when she lost the ability to speak. But a way that I've dealt with that is to reach out to people that can share information and stories about her. So I feel like I can still get to know her today and learn more information today as an adult when she's no longer here. So I've had conversations with my uncle, with my dad, with her friends, and that's definitely helped. And other things are just looking at old pictures, videos, and being part of empowerHER is a way that I've continued to feel connected to her.
Hi from New York. My name is Sarah Schwartz, and I am here in my living room in the middle of New York City. Happy Mother's Day. I am so excited to be here with all of you, and so grateful to have the opportunity to share my story and a little bit about me with all of you. And even though we can't all be together on Mother's Day like we used to be, it really does feel good to have a purpose today, to have, this time to spend together and to bond over something that none of us really wanted to bond over. But so I joined empowerHER 4 years ago. This is my 4th Mother's Day retreat with empowerHER, which is absolutely crazy. The time has flown by, and each year has just really been better and better. And I can still remember the first year that I came to Boston for the Mother's Day retreat. I had no idea what to expect. I had never been in a room with another girl that had lost their mom, and to be in a room with 100 girls that had all been through what I had been through was incredibly overwhelming, incredibly emotional, but incredibly powerful. I lost my mom when I was 17 years old. She committed suicide 1 week before my senior year in high school. And I mean, it was a punch to the gut. Incredibly shocking and depressing and confusing, and I mean, just a million other emotions. And I spent a lot of years trying to work through those emotions and really trying to figure out who I was with this story that I had to live with. And I mean, almost 21 years later, I know who I am, and I can feel really comfortable and really confident in that. And I have to say, that healing process started when I joined EmpowerHER, and I was able to connect and bond and listen to all of you and all of your stories, and watch how incredibly brave all of you are. And I'm so thankful, even though it took 17 years, I'm so thankful that I found a group of incredible human beings that share a story like mine, and I can learn from you, and I can watch you, and we can continue to heal together. Because as someone who's been dealing with this loss for over 20 years, I can tell you that, like, the healing process changes, it evolves, and as you go through different milestones in your life, it kind of creeps its way back up and reminds you of what we've all experienced. That being said, happy Mother's Day to all of you. I am so incredibly proud, honored, and grateful to be in your presence, and I wish you all a very happy Mother's Day, and I can't wait to be together again. Bye.
Hey girls, it's Kara Belfin, the founder of EmpowerHER. Just checking in again throughout this weekend. I kind of wanted to take a minute to sort of give you my own little inspirational message, something that I was kind of desperate to hear when I was your age. We know how strong and brave you are, and we know that that's part of, some of the things we gain in grief. We gain strength and resiliency and perseverance and empathy being, I think, one of the most beautiful gifts of grief. But what I didn't know when I was your age was that it's okay to ask for help. I think for a very long time, I pretended that I was fine. The truth was I was really sad. And I didn't have a lot of people around me that I could relate to. But now that you are getting to know each other at EmpowerHER, and you're getting to know women like me and the other mentors who survived the loss of our mom when we were at your ages, we hope that you will ask for help. We hope that you understand that it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't show a sign of weakness. You are going to meet other women who need help too, and they're going to draw on your strength. And that's a gift that you can give other people, right? Is an opportunity to help them through really difficult times. So if ever you have the kind of day that you just feel no more energy, or feel so sad, or are missing your mom so much that you really just need to talk to someone, you just need someone to be there for you, you just have to ask. We are all here for you at EmpowerHER. This community will never go away for you. And we hope you feel our sincerity when we say, we're here for you. I am so proud to know you. I hope you've enjoyed the retreat. I hope you continue to log on throughout the weekend and stay tuned all the way through tomorrow night, which is the Mother's Day Luminaria, where I'll be with Abby Hennigan. She'll be singing live at the Lincoln Memorial and Reflecting Pool in Washington, D.C., and hope that you join us for that. Sending all my love to you.
Hi, everyone. So as you can see from those amazing videos, loss is survivable, and you're surrounded by a lot of strong, powerful women who are here to support you and help show you that you're not alone. My name is Erica Kerman. I have been a part of empowerHER for 2 years now. But this is actually the first Mother's Day retreat that I've participated in, and it's just been so amazing to meet all you girls. I'm so inspired by all of you, and learning about you guys and all the wonderful ways that you guys honor your moms, and it's really just very inspiring to me. I mentioned before, but I live in New York City. I think there's a few other people that live near here, so maybe after all this virtualness is over, we can all try to get together in person. And I just loved hearing everyone's stories that shared today and getting to know everyone more.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything that Erica just said. And we really hope that you are able to connect with something from those videos. We'll now be joining breakout rooms so that we can help to answer your questions and guide you through your grief, and also help you to become the strong, beautiful, brave souls that you are. During these breakout sessions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions of the chaperones or the other young people in your group. Everyone's here to help each other. So if you don't feel comfortable asking out loud, please feel free to use the chat or message any of the chaperones in your group. Remember, everyone's grief is a little different, and we're here to help each other without judgment, just love. So if you lost your mom before the age of 10, please join Breakout Room 1. If you lost your mom between the ages of 11 and 16, you should join Breakout Room 2. And if you lost your mom after the age of 16, you could join Breakout Room 3. So stick around, we'll see you guys in the breakout rooms.
The breakout room should be at the bottom of your screen now. You can scroll your mouse down to the bottom of Zoom and it should pop up right there as an option to join the rooms.
Anyone else not find it?
You guys have at the bottom right of your screen, you should see a little thing that pops up with breakout rooms on it.
I don't see anything.
You see, Meg, do you have breakout rooms and reactions? You see
I have participant chat, share screen, record reactions.
It's actually not letting me join one either, I'm realizing.
Yeah, I'm trying to join Breakout 1, but I don't know how to join it. It's
so I can have people join rooms. That's not a problem. So Meg, what room would you like to join?
2, please.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Who else is having an issue?
Ellie's having an issue. She was asking what room and how should she join it?
Right, Ellie, room 1.
Room 1. And how do we? Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Perfect. Is anybody else having an issue? I'm happy to move you over to the room for us.
I can't join it, and I'm joining Breakout Room 1.
1? Okay.
I see it, but I don't know how to join it.
Not a problem.
Oh wait, I found it. I'm joining.
I can't, I'm clicking like on the black line that says Breakout 1, but it's nothing like
Not a problem, Erica. I can send you on over.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's why we have technical assistance here, right? Hi, Cheyenne.
Exactly.
Oh, Sheila. Oh, there you're still there. Hi, I'm Patty.
Hi, Cheyenne. What room would you like to join?
1.
1. Okay, not a problem.
I'm not sure if I'm in the right room.
What room would you like to join?
How old were you when you lost your mom?
16.
16. So you want to go to breakout room 2.
Oh. Perfect.
I just got joined to breakout room 3.
Yep, I fixed it. It should pop up next to room 2.
Hi, Shannon. Are you there? Abby and Lorna, are you guys there? Hi, girls. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. You guys are on mute. I can't hear you.
Hi.
Hi, I miss you guys. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Are you guys going to join a breakout room?
Sure.
All right. So you guys want to probably join number 1, right?
Sure.
All right, perfect. I'll see you guys in there.
Yeah.
All right, are we good? Jazara, did you want to join?
Okay, I think everyone has made their way back. Looks like there's people coming, still joining, so I'll wait like 10 seconds to give them time. Okay, I think we're all back. So welcome back again, everyone. We had such great conversations going on in the breakout room. Thank you to all of you who shared and all of you who listened. I hope you all learned a little bit about each other.
It was really, really, really amazing, I have to say. So sometimes all you need to remind yourself that your dreams can become reality and to just let your troubles melt like lemon drops. Always remember your feelings are a gift. You are enough, and it is okay to ask for help. Now get ready because we have a few special surprises for you.